Another day passes. Another day of solitude for Ricardo in his bubble cell on the moon. Another day, and another, and another, stacking coins, spinning them. You know, it's a lonely life. Sometimes a person has to retreat inside their own mind when they're left alone for so long. Sometimes they retreat a little too far and they get a little stuck. The daily pills, the daily talks. At some point he just starts not saying anything new. It's just a pattern. Ricardo is merely kept alive by his planning on not to at the point when our heroes visit him on the moon for the first time. And the grand illusion of his solitude is broken for only 20-30 minutes as he talks to Dom. But then everyone leaves again. And slowly Ricardo slips back into himself. But as he's shutting the door on the outside world, he hears the clink, 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 clink. Heavy, fast footfalls, and here comes Dr. Splendify. What did you do? Why did you do it? Why? What are you planning, Ricardo? I do not know what you mean. Don't lie to me. You see this? And he holds out his cane. It's kind of glitching a little more violently than what Juniper noticed that one time. Norman escaped, Ricardo, and I have a hunch that you planned on it, didn't you, Ricardo? Ricardo is fighting with every ounce of his being to not smirk, not smile, not let him know that he has only pulled the first layer. Then an idea, a counterattack. Tell me, who is your buyer? What? What do you mean, my buyer? When you take my matrix and you turn it into, I don't know, a pocket watch, a monocle, whatever the fuck, who is your buyer? That is none of your business, Ricardo. You are a danger to reality itself. Who is your buyer? I should have a say in whoever gets to control my power, if and when I ever plan on dying. Okay? Well, if you really want to know, we are going to keep it. It's far too dangerous. Ah! There it is. You're going to keep it for yourself. Looks like I shall live forever. I shall live forever just to keep my power out of the hands out of you fascist dogs. And then inside Ricardo's mind, he slams the door, returns to the emptiness and the spinning of coins on top of coins. Dr. Splendify taps a crystal, reviews some footage as he walks away. It was a day long time ago when Norman Gonder first met Ricardo in his cell, and a similar glitch appeared on Norman's Game Boy.
monsters and prevent it from coming to pass.
That is, I think, what we're doing, so...
Exactly.
Pass the blunt. Hey!
Hey!
Hey-oh! Sorry, that went a little long.
That's fine.
Yeah,
That's okay.
We're fine.
We were just talking shit about you.
Oh, of course you were. The voices in my head were absolutely correct. Thank you. Welcome everyone back to Daddy's Dungeon AS Pizza. I, of course, am your keeper Goon. And joining me, as always, are my meddling kids, now in the 90s. They're meddling youngish adults. And one is a meddling political figure. Political guy.
We're like 18 to 20, I think all my characters are at least.
Wait, Leo has to at least be 35, right?
No, you
Yes.
only need to be 35 to be president of the US. You can be other government positions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
That's how we have people like AOC now.
Well, don't get me wrong.
does it count?
Leo's running. He's just not gonna succeed.
Yeah,
right.
I was just pointing that out. But it's not a requirement to be 35.
Wanna know what they're talking about? Oh, because last time, a long hatched, long worked towards plan. This monster is very full.
What's up, man?
A long worked on plan by Miss Rose Martin Latchkey has begun. She has been harvesting and experimenting with demonic blood from, DJ's dad, Dom Sr., and in order to create a concoction that would allow our meddling kids to kind of Assassin's Creed themselves into the memories of their past relations or past relatives, and in this case, DJ is living out the memories of his mother, the Mona Salvatore. Sorry, wow. Mona Salvatore. Juniper is in the body of her aunt, Rose Martin Latchkey, and the plan was for for Justice to go into the body of Scoops, the talking dog sidekick of the original ES Pizza crew, but that's not how the spell works. So Justice is in the body of his dad, representative of Texas, Leo Jackson, who was appointed to the Magical Oversight Commission of the U.S. government that works in conjunction with the World Wizard Watch, and he's being inducted into the processes, while there is just demon stuff happening. Ricardo in the 90s is just going absolutely bananas with his innate gift to plan traps in order to stop a demon incursion, while there's just so much going on. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a little bit of calm before the storm. The sun is setting behind the Trinity Peaks High Go Timberwolves, back beyond
Timberwolves.
in the woods beyond the shack where kids, not kids, teenagers, yes, kids technically, but they're not supposed to be doing it, but they are shagging in that shack. It's a shag shack. Beyond that, towards this kind of stone hedge pond area. As I described it before, it's a place where a lot of summertime swims happen. There is the pond is boiling, which is unusual. There is lots of chalk and numbers and kind of wires, and there's like a tent and a big old pile of RC cola cans, Ricardo's favorite drink. But now there's a little bit of downtime. So there's Ricardo, there's Dom Sr., there's his girlfriend, and there's Ricardo's girlfriend, Mona and Rose respectively, and then the Great Dane, Dom's brother Dom's brother, who was transformed into a Great Dane, Scoops. They're all just settling. The anticipation of the demon incursion is mounting as the sun sets. What are some things that you all want to discuss while we wait?
This is out of character real quick. I thought Leo was the representative of Tennessee.
Did I say Tennessee?
You said Texas.
Ah, dip. That's the representative
I
of
could be
Tennessee,
wrong.
yes. No, it was the representative of
Okay.
Tennessee.
Okay. Just
Something,
that
something, 10IC, something.
Yeah, I
Ha,
know
ha,
what
ha.
you mean.
Yeah, thank you for catching that. But yeah, it's the representative of Tennessee.
Yeah, it didn't matter that much, but it still bothered me. All right. Okay. So, what's your plan here, Ricardo?
Well, there's, um, so when the pond dries up, there. Hold on, and he's looking around at the numbers that he's written all over the place. Hold on, wait. Yeah, no, it only works if you don't know the plan. I know that sounds absolutely insane. It sounds insane, crazy, bonkers. It only works if you don't know the plan, so I cannot tell you the plan. I've done, and he points everywhere, the math. He's, trust me?
Hey, Goon, has he done the math?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Is he lying? Is he lying? Okay.
He's not
All
lying.
right.
He's not
Well,
lying.
then-
The math is everywhere. My lights.
He has Mona's full faith, though. He goes, okay, just, you lead the way, Ricardo.
Okay.
Is that why you didn't tell me where you went?
Well, you guys arrived when you were supposed to, so the plan is working. It is, yep. Is, I'm
So
very...
wait for it to dry up, that's the plan?
That is... Yes, next step happens after the pond is all dried up.
She's just trying to vaguely figure out what's going on. So she's going to walk over to the pond. And the way Juniper, the way Goblin and I theoried how this might work is that she has magical glasses that were a gift to her from Rose. So you're going to tap the side of it to activate DJ's ability to see through objects, to see if there's anything at the bottom of the pond.
At the very bottom of the pond, there is a strange light. It's kind of crimson and kind of gold, and it's kind of black at the same time. If you really try to like squint and focus, you can kind of make out what looks like a pinprick of this light seeping out through the bottom. There is a trail of bubbles from that spot in the bottom of the pond that is seeping up through the water and bubbling at the top there. Like I said, there's a lot of fish that live in this pond that are all at the top, trying to avoid the extreme heat, making them easy prey for passing birds of prey.
A bird flies by, sticking one out in front of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Mona's going to walk back over to the rest of the group. I don't know. I had to make a token real quick. I don't know if anyone else has any.
That's fine.
And she's going to walk back over and go, okay, what would we like to do until we wait? While we wait.
Is it alright if I Is it okay if I sleep? I haven't in he checks his watch and then he looks at a rock. I haven't slept in and he falls over into Dom's arms.
Oh.
Fair enough. Okay. What?
The area surrounding you is littered in not only RC cans but some beer cans. There is like baggies that have mysterious, vaguely weed-looking powder inside of them. There's just a bunch, because the week prior there had been a demonic rock concert that you had foiled before. And what else can I talk about here that's important? Looking up into the night sky, that's slowly coming into focus now that the sun is no longer polluting the sky. There, one of you, I assume Mona is a real just dork. So you see that one of the many satellites that orbit the Earth in the 90s is kind of not where it's supposed to be. That's the first thing you notice. And with that, we're gonna match cut onto the moon. We're gonna match cut onto the moon to where Leo Jackson is, being kind of half absorbing this kind of magic science mumbo jumbo that these mages are talking about because of the massive solar flare that is coming and will disrupt the teleportation. So as you can see, there's the high concentration of the solar element coming in super fast is going to disrupt the electromagnetic field of the planet. That'll interfere with that teleportation spell. So if we are going to be there,
so hold on a second. So what's that mean for us here on the moon?
Well, it means if we don't hurry and start mobilizing, we will not be able to get our mages on the ground in Trinity Peaks to stop the incursion, should the incursion happen. Which is very likely. We are all looking at the same gigantic screens here. One screen off to the corner is just showing random locations throughout Trinity Peaks, and then Trinity Home for Boys flashes past.
Huh, that'll be a useful surprise tool to help me later. Anyway, so, okay, what can I do to help?
No.
Stand here and do nothing?
I'm sorry, what is he do? Who is he? This is representative of Texas. He's our liaison.
Tennessee, sir.
Tennessee. I'm so terribly sorry, Dr. Splendify. He doesn't just kind of pats you on the shoulder.
States.
Muggle states, you know what I mean? He doesn't. This is his first day. He's our liaison with the U.S. government, and so he doesn't do magic. The U.S. government.
I gotta say, Samuel Colt kind of made magic, and he pulls out a fucking gun. God
damn it.
Oh, that is adorable. That is adorable.
I'm just saying.
That's adorable.
We're Americans, all right. This is my God-given right.
In the 90s. No,
in the 90s.
Back in the 90s. Sorry. That is.
I assume, like BoJack Horseman, people keep talking about what day or year it is.
Right.
You know, they say God made man, but Samuel Colt made him equal.
Oh my God.
I hate this.
I love that. That is such a good line.
I hate it. Yeah.
I don't know where I heard that from, but it's stolen directly from somewhere.
After I've just finished rewatching Supernatural.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
I'm pretty sure actually I got that line from Supernatural. So
But you said you were with the God. Do you have
the everything killing gun?
Do you have contacts with your what's he called, Nusa? Because one of your satellites is out of position, probably by the solar flares. Where? Yeah. NASA? Nisa? Nathaniel.
I don't know. Anyway,
Nars I don't know what your space programs is. I'm from Rwanda.
Well, no, I don't directly. I'm the representative of Tennessee, not like the president of the United States. I don't even know if we have a rocket launching facility or a NASA subsect in Tennessee. But anyway.
And off goes Noodle Googling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, so no, I do not, but I could put a call into somebody who might.
Well, you might want to get to the bottom of that, this satellite that's, falling out of orbit. It's been affected by the solar flare that is just picking up. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go put a call into, the, angelic hosts, see what the heck God is up to. With this nonsense. And he kind of dips.
Alright. I suppose, yeah, I'll make a call, and I'll use Justice's ability, to know somebody for the right thing, you know.
Yeah, go ahead and make that roll, baby.
Fixer, need to buy something, sell something, or hire someone. In this case, I'm trying to get information, I suppose.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll make that roll, plus charm. That is double sixes.
Nice.
These two.
Nice.
So that's 14 total.
14.
I know the person.
You know the person. Gotcha.
And they're on a 10 plus, you know just the person that will be interested.
Gotcha. You happen to know. Gotta think of a name. A sciencey name. You happen to know a young DeGrasse Tyson who works in Florida.
Okay.
No,
I place a
doesn't even currently have a NASA base.
Okay.
Tennessee does not. Okay.
I will place a call to a young DeGrasse Tyson.
Yo, Neil.
Hello?
Hey, Neil, my man, how's it going? Have you noticed the solar flares
Jackson,
currently
how
going on in the
many
sky?
Jackson, how many times have I told you not to call me?
I'm sorry, well, I thought we were
Jesus.
friends.
Yeah, I'm well aware about the solar flare. We're trying to get to the bottom of this falling satellite. If you'd let the space professionals get back to the space
Well,
stuff.
that's the thing, is I'm currently with some space professionals here, and we'd just like a little information. How did this all start, and how can we stop it? Because currently I am about 100 kilometers off the surface of the Earth, and I really
What?
just... Well, you know how it is. Sometimes you just gotta be in space.
He hangs out. I'm sorry, but if you're gonna call Neil deGrasse Tyson in the 90s and tell him that you are in space, he's gonna think you're high and hang up.
It's probably
Also,
not.
Neil deGrasse Tyson was about to start his postdoctoral, but is actually not currently in the science field. But that's neither here nor there.
That's neither here nor there. Maybe it's a different deGrasse Tyson.
91. So
All right, Dr.
But it's
Fact
close
Checker
enough.
over here.
it's the one thing I do on this. It's the one contribution I make to the show is canon compliance with the real world.
Sure, okay.
Right, well, I guess that makes me useless then. And he closes his flip phone. I'm just gonna go for a walk, I guess.
You just managed to get a little
Also,
bit of reception on the moon.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go for a walk, I guess. And he just kind of turns around and starts going to walk around the station. Thematically, this is gonna be where Justice is just gonna watch.
Yeah. Cool. The sun is setting. The pond.
We're playing Pogs.
Pogs? Oh
Yeah,
my god. Pogs.
They started around 1990, so it's
Yeah, but did young professionals play Pog?
I
Pogs?
think that Mona plays Pog.
Okay.
She's getting
You guys
everyone
can
else to play with
Pog.
her.
I am so much more concerned about securing the area. I want to be
That's fair.
putting up like preventative measures.
Just like
Mona trusts Ricardo.
just like a bunch of randomly sprouting rose bushes all over the places.
Hit on the
no,
nose,
like,
but I like it.
more like I want to
Please
put
and
up
I-
like a protective circle around us and like a ceiling circle around the pond.
Okay. This is a used magic, most definitely.
Mm-hmm.
This is definitely a bar.
I'm just gonna use luck.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
I had
cool.
a question about that. Will the luck points that we use now carry over, or are they? just-
For simplicity's sake, yes.
Okay.
Okay. So why don't you try rolling first and then see if you need a luck point? Because if you roll a 12,
Well, it's a 10, but I want
Oh,
it
okay.
to be a 12.
gotcha. I was gonna say if you rolled a 12, there's no reason to spend the luck.
Yeah. Yeah, so devil's traps all over the place here.
So you specifically, the effect you're choosing is
Oh, yeah, effect.
because there is a bar, a place, or portal to a specific person or type of creature,
Ah, okay, yes.
which is
yes,
very useful in this situation, I would imagine.
Exactly.
This is going to take a bit of time, so I'm gonna say this is what you have been doing, and when we jump back to you guys, the pond has reduced to a more viscous, soupy, brown mass, and there's much more of the hell light peeking out and just kind of bubbling up and oozing out, kind of gross-like, from the bottom of this very reduced soup. Lots of flopping fish, lots of frogs, very confused and skittering away into the woods, as Rose's spell kind of comes up around in like these large shells that kind of slowly come together into a gigantic rose bud and kind of close up around in like a 50-foot radius around the pond. And as soon as it closes, I'm going to let Rose feel this. As soon as it closes, you feel an entity cross from the outside into it.
Okay. This seems like a good a time as any to connect the dots. We're all here at the beginning.
Bust down, my dude.
All right. So Mona stands up from playing Pogs.
That's like Pogs is like the thing that she does to keep her hands busy while her mind is working.
Yes, she's.
That's her fidget.
Going to slam her against the Pogs.
The Pogs fall into place. The Pogs fall into place. There's like a little There's a little Pog with a. Go ahead and do the roll. But I'm gonna describe all your Pogs.
6 plus 3, 9. So hold 1.
There's a Dio Pog. There is Dio the band, not Dio the JoJo. The JoJo hasn't come out yet.
Yeah, no, I hope so.
There's a.
When is the manga out?
I don't know if it has come to the States yet. I know there were some anime in the 90s. I don't think it was JoJo just yet.
I was ready to confirm that Mona had like a foreign, but like an imported Game Boy Advance. So not Game Boy Advance, Game Boy.
There's a there's a Dio Pog. There's a Marvel Comics Swamp Thing Pog. There's a NASA Pog, and they all fall over. And I don't know how you play Pogs, but they all fall over and line up in such a way that Mona's mind kind of snap.
The ones that are face up.
Gotcha. They all fall over and they line up in such a way, and it kind of hits Mona. This was Ricardo's plan is so improbable. You've seen Ricardo's plan. Yeah. You've figured out Ricardo's plan time and time and again. It's kind of the Jinkies moment of every ES Pizza and ES Pizza of the 80s and 90s plan, is that at some point Mona figures out what Ricardo is doing and is just dumbfounded. This is one of these moments. The demons are going to come out of the pond, and somehow something from space is going to come down and crush, something like that. But there's something else missing. She throws one more Pog down. And the last Pog to fall into place is a Dungeons and Dragons Pog. What is your question that you held one for?
Oh, fuck. I got so distracted for so long listening. Is this connected to previous mysteries we've investigated? Basically, is this, and if so, preferably if you want to tell me, how does this connect to the demon thing? The demon thing we discovered the other day that Rose and I suspected was the cause of Ricardo's weirdness. What you feel?
I'm confused.
I might have rambled on there. So my question is, like, is this connected to a previous mystery, and specifically the demons that we went over the other day? Because that was the thing that we thought scared Ricardo, because we hadn't seen him for several days.
At the end of last session, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Ricardo did explain that the band that you had stopped from opening a gateway to hell last session is, in fact, were just heralds of this incursion that's about to happen. So I'm gonna let you you can use a different question if you like.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't write that down in my notes because I'm a bad person.
No, it's fine.
The
You're a
next
great
critical
person.
event occur?
Huh? The next critical
What are the
event
next
will
critical
occur.
events?
The next critical event will occur. The Dungeons and Dragons pog flips over, and you see it, and you're like, "What?" And you can feel your bestie get disrupted and feel something up with her spell. So you look over at Rose, and that is the next big important thing.
Hold on. I was trying to think of an alternative to Jinkies. I couldn't think of anything, so I'm using Chat GPT and I'm going with Egad.
Egad! I love
literally
it.
said write some alternative phrases to Jinkies, and I got Jeepers, Zoinks, Holy Cow, Golly, Goodness Gracious, Oh my goodness, Wowza, Yikes, Egad, Oh dear, Oh no, Oh boy, Crikey, Gadsby,
Crikey!
Goodness Gracious God. Oh my mercy me, Holy Smokes and Holy Mackerel. I love the internet.
Good job, chat. GPT.
Egad.
Egad. So you.
She says this, it all clicks for her.
So Rose, what you felt in the disturbance and the final moments of your spell is you felt a humanoid pass through the barrier.
Pass through.
Yes.
Mona's gonna run over and are you okay?
Something got through the protections.
Oh shit.
Do you guys want to? If you guys want to go check it out, I'll stick with Ricardo and Scoops. He should be waking up soon. I mean, it's almost. Hey, don't look at me like that. Hey, don't look at me like that. Hey, okay? Listen. Go be strong, independent women and go check that out. All right?
Feminists in the 90s. Talk about a woke day. Anyway. I move
Don't
on.
die. I love you.
He sighs, rolls her eyes, and like takes Rose's hand. All right, let's
Okay.
investigate.
Let's do it.
You guys want to investigate a mystery?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean that feels like the right thing to do.
Plus sharp, baby.
That is.
I'm rather quite sharp. If you want to help me.
Okay.
If the help is plus cool.
It's a. Yeah, so that's a 4. I don't help.
All right. Well, I got a 7 + 3, 10.
Cool.
Hold 2. What happened here? What sort of
Ooh.
creature is it? What can it do? What can it hurt? Where did it go? What is it going to do? What is being concealed here?
What is it gonna do?
What is it gonna do? You go to where Rose felt the disturbance and the spell.
With the pod.
With you're flipping the D&D pog because it's the one piece you can't figure out just yet. And you go to the place where she felt the disturbance in the spell, and you look around and you find some tracks in the fallen leaves and in the mud. They're like a size 7 shoe, fairly formal shoe, no apparent ridges, and the sole kind of like a 1/2-inch heel. These are old man shoes. You get another question.
Ooh. What can hurt it? Yeah, tough question, isn't it?
It's a hard question to answer without revealing what it is.
Aha! You see the predicament I put you in.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I just won't hide it from you anymore. So you follow the so you follow the tracks. So you follow the tracks about, and you hear a little bit of muttering from a few paces in a few trees ahead of you. So silly spellcaster with no spells on this with them. And as you walk around and see this person, it's Goldie Gold going on that walk that he said he was going to go on.
Oh.
And as you approach, he goes, "Oh, hello. Oh, yes, hello.
What you doing, Gold?
Fresh air. Seems like a good day for a walk." No,
Is that a lie?
not a lie at all.
Okay. Did you not see that we were setting up a protective rune and you just kind of slipped in?
Oh, I know. Yeah, I saw it. Just
You didn't find it important to tell us you were coming in?
I didn't know where you were. Well, I knew you were about. I guess I just didn't.
It kind of just.
I do suppose it was a little rude of me. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Is he
thought
sorry?
this was
Yes,
gonna be
yes,
something
he's
bad.
sorry. He's a very sincere old man. I'm sorry, Window. What did you say before we rudely talked over you?
I thought it was gonna be something bad because we're dealing with some serious stuff here. That's why the protections are up.
Oh, okay. What do you know about what you're dealing with?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I put all my effort into trying to figure out what got into the barrier, and that turned out to be you. So, so far, no good.
Well, if you don't mind, I might. If you do think it's all very serious or very spooky, I am very knowledgeable about a few things. I might stick around. Maybe I'll help you.
Okay.
If you don't mind. If you don't mind the help of an old man. And he kind of just suspenders a little bit.
No, your help
feel
would
like-
be very much appreciated.
Did you end up tracking down Ricardo?
We did. We found him.
Oh, that's fair. How is he? He didn't look all that great while he was in my shop.
He's exhausted, so he's asleep right now.
Oh, good. Yeah, that poor boy. Yes. Back up on the moon. You're back up on the moon. There, you're just walking around, I guess, just without clearance.
Well, I mean, the wizards are currently busy, right? The station is in full-on panic. I imagine there are red lights flashing everywhere,
Right.
and people are running about all different kinds of hallways. Almost all the doors are unlocked because, well, everybody's running in and out of them, and it would really suck to run directly into
a
one,
door.
so
Yeah.
I gotta assume in a state of emergency those are generally open. So yeah.
Is
he's
there any
just
place
kind
in particular that Justice wants to kind of subliminally suggest his dad to go in case of a certain task that he wants to do?
Absolutely, like a docking bay or a someplace where an entrance,
An entrance. There
maybe a
is.
teleporter.
Well, you've been to the main teleportation platform. That's where that's where you first arrived, where you saw the legions of robed mages, and as you go back there, and see them try to cast their teleportation hexes and spells and such, and kind of glitch in place, kind of only manage to teleport themselves a few feet off of the surface of the moon before falling back down kind of slowly, because of course this is the moon. You see some other mages carrying boxes out of a big double doors, and as you go through those big double doors, and there is a kind of portal. There is a kind of portal that is there. It's kind of a Stonehenge kind of thing, but there are some like wires and stuff just kind of leached into the stone, like just kind of shot in there with these metal spikes, and they kind of crack the wood a little bit, and some magic blue light seeping out, and it's kind of this kind of nether portal, but like more natural, more bluey kind of swirl magic thing going on there. This room is just full of crates, boxes. You see reams of printer paper, boxes of pens, and stuff like that. You see like a box that says robes, and a box that says training wands and such. There is in this room like a central panel that is kind of big and is looks very akin to one of the old computers that like fills up a room kind of deal. It's like a switchboard as well. Like a cross between the gigantic old school computers that are big as a room and a switchboard. And you can see these mages just rapidly pulling cords and sticking them back in, switching them all around really fast. And as they're doing that with their hands, their eyes are locked at the swirling portal as it just keeps flickering off and on, being disrupted by the magnetic field of the Earth. And as mages from Earth are throwing boxes through the portal, some of these boxes, as they're coming through, they're like being cut off halfway through, combusting into this weird kind of pixely fire that you see someone with like this strange sort of fire extinguisher type contraption comes out, just kind of. It's all a lot of action, a lot of big stuff.
Leo goes over and he finds a clipboard and somebody else's glasses, puts them on, and just starts walking around pretending to be an inspector. And he's like checking over people's shoulders and then pretending to write something down. And then he walks up to one particular person, anybody, I don't care who, and just goes, "So, young man, or woman,
Yeah.
what is your job here?"
It's my first day, sir.
Well, congratulations on working for the Worldwide Wizard Watch. It's great to have you.
Yeah.
My name is Burly Beef, and it's a pleasure to meet you. Inspector Burly Beef.
My name is Cedric Diggory. This is my first day. I was hired as portal tech, and so my job is to help with the keeping the portal maintained and
slow down, son. It's okay. You don't need to be.
No, everything's not okay. Can you see this thing? It's strobing like a goddamn disco ball.
Yes, but nothing ever got done right if it was done with a a problematic attitude. And hold on a second. I understand you're under a lot of stress right now, but take a minute to breathe in.
Do you know how many different locations we are cycling through just to keep this thing up and running? We're cycling from Hong Kong, we're cycling from New York City, we're cycling from Amherst, we're cycling from downtown Detroit, we're cycling to China and Japan and Russia and Antarctica, the Bermuda Triangle.
That's very interesting. Where is it usually when you're not cycling it?
What does that matter now?
Oh, it's just a question for the report, sir. For the report.
Like I said, it's my first day, and if I'm not mistaken, it's usually. This usually. Wow. This
is a test of your knowledge, and will determine your future here at the Worldwide Wizard Watch.
Right. Okay. There's the portal is usually for maintenance and such. It's usually locked in Huntington, West Virginia.
That's very interesting. I'm glad that you know that. Is there any other interesting facts you can tell me about this facility that a new trainee like yourself should know?
Well, it was founded in the 3rd century, the moon base, that is, founded in the 3rd century by the original council of 5. It is currently being overseen by a Dr. Splendify, and he has been overseeing it for the past 3,000 years. He's been doing a very good job. Our main export is magical items. Our main import is magical
materials,
fugitives, and beings with dangerous and powerful matrices. We research and categorize new and also endangered magical creatures, and monitor demonic activity. And
that's quite the resume you must have on your hands. How old are you, son?
I'm 19.
19, and you're already up here at the Worldwide Wizard Watch. Congratulations, sir. I want you to know that you have passed my test with flying colors today, and you should go on and do your job because that thing over there looks like it's on fire.
Oh shit! And he runs away. he runs away in a huff. There's like a couple of business cards falls out of his shirt pocket as he runs away. With such speed.
All right. And as he exits this portal room, he just like throws the pen to the side, throws the clipboard to the side, takes his tie off, throws that over there, and he starts to get in a entirely different uniform. He is going to find a janitor's closet.
All right. Meanwhile, back on Earth, the pond is bone dry. And it is the burning smell of mud and fish carcass that brings Ricardo up from his sleep. That is... Dom, is that you? No, bro, what are you talking about? What? No, it's the freaking pond. Do you see this? And he looks over. Oh, I might have overslept. No, I did good. Good job. He gives himself a high five. Okay.
There were so many people that could have high-fived it in the room.
Yeah.
Did Rose put up the shield like I thought she was going to? Yes. Goldie,
Yeah.
Goldie, you're here.
Goldie got in.
Oh, thank.
What are
Okay.
the odds that Goldie would be here? Ricardo, can you see the future?
No, I cannot see the.
Is that a lie?
It's not a lie. He cannot see the future.
Okay, that's more concerning than if he could.
But as you.
The future does not necessarily mean that he doesn't know the future.
When you asked him the question, he kind of nervously laughed and like glanced at like 3 different pillars of stone with a lot of math on it, and then he said no.
Well, never mind then. What do we do now, Ricardo?
We brace ourselves. Earthquake. Everyone act under pressure.
No. Oh,
Okay.
no.
Well, oh
That's
yeah,
not
gosh. Oh gee willikers. 9 on the die. What's my bonus to cool?
That's
+1.
cool.
Oh, it's cool. So
Yeah.
That's a 0. That's an 8.
I may be away from my desk right now, but I am still listening.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, the keeper gives you a worse outcome, hard choice, or a price to pay. So you two hit the deck. Earthquake stuff happens. Dom is with you on the ground. He didn't fall. He just hit the deck. And so is Scoops. The only one still standing at this point is Ricardo and Goldie. As you see the now crusty, hard bottom of this pond crack open, and a large figure starts to rise out from the bottom. I need to make this boy bigger. How do I make him bigger? Edit. I want to make his proportions bigger. There we go. Now he's big. Big boy comes out of the bottom.
No.
This is from Doom, but it's the
it's
the vibe I was going for. This big guy comes out from the crusted crevice. Just kind of claws his way out and pulls himself out and lets out this discordant, guttural war cry. And from beneath the ground, you all can hear the hordes of the underworld cry out in jubilation. And as he stands, on his hooves at the bottom of the pond, he speaks first in a dramatic, demonic tongue, and then when he realizes that none of you can understand what he's saying, he says, "I am Father Vigil, and this world is mine."
I was gonna lean down and grab the knife she keeps in her shoe, her like ankle,
Heck yeah.
and she's kind of holding it behind her back, and she goes, well, what's your business here? What are you trying to do? Maybe we can help.
I am here to feed. Let me see.
Maybe we can't help.
I should have pulled up
Remind-
my own
Or-
reference sheet, not the reference sheet for just players.
I want
keeper
everyone to
one.
breathe a sigh of relief to know that canonically every character here lives into the future.
Yeah.
We will desynchronize if one of us dies. So everyone, DJ inside of Mona's vision panics for a second. Goes, what? I know my mom lives this, and I've seen literally every other person except for Scoops, who I'm sure is still alive. He's a little chiller.
He's a little chiller.
Yeah.
I just realized that I've been in close-up D&D this entire time. So this is what the map looks like currently. This is the big monster in the middle. You said he...
Maybe we can help.
Yeah. There is only one thing that a creature such as yourself could offer me.
Go on. We're all ears. Just frozen. I'm holding a knife behind my back. I'm hoping Rose is cooking up some sort of scheme because I only have a limited idea. Ricardo has something going on.
Vigil takes one knee and leans very closely into Mona's face and says, "They're my spawn."
Read a bad situation.
Go for it.
The best thing I could be doing right now. 10 plus 3, 13.
13 on 12 plus.
With
You may
one
ask the
thing
keeper
I'm good
any
at.
question.
Okay. Well, I get 3 questions.
Yeah.
Question 1, what's the best way out?
The best way out is to keep him from attacking you. That's the best way out.
Good choice. Next question. I'm still using... I know I can ask any questions.
Right.
I'm going to do that on my 3rd question. But the next question is, are there any dangers we haven't noticed? Other than the big demon guy in the lake.
The satellite that you clocked before, it's closer than it was before.
Interesting.
Because you are a dork and you kind of know a little bit about our satellites, and you know that it is out of position and it is coming pretty fast.
All right. And question 3. Let's see here. So our best way out is to not have him attack us. That's probably solid advice. The dangers we haven't noticed is this satellite, which I suspect might be our rescue party. Because again, we don't die here. Or at least, I mean, Dom might actually be dead. I don't know how this works. But, all right, question 3. What is the best course of action to get everyone out of here safely?
The best course of action to get everyone out of here safely.
You can give me as limited info on that as you want, but
I kind of feel dirty for saying this, but is the best way is to trust in Ricardo's plan.
okay. Well, that is a little dirty.
I know. I don't like that. I don't like that. That's the best way that I could. That I don't like it, but that's the best way.
That's actually reassuring. That means that there's not an action I'm supposed to take as a part of Ricardo's plan right now.
So yeah, the demon has just told you to let him fuck you.
Not really my thing. I'm gonna doubt it's yours either, Rose.
No.
No. Any other ideas?
He takes 2 fingers. The demon takes 2 fingers and points
Don't
it.
like where this is going.
Points it over at one of this. Over at select and move. At this pillar here, and a blazing red beam shoots out and just destroys, disintegrates. It doesn't even explode. It just turns to black ash and fades away. I wasn't asking.
That's a whole different problem. Hey, Ricardo, now's the time to speak up, right? I'm sure you had something you wanted to say.
The I actually, Goldie, you had something to say. What? What are you talking about? Don't you have a thing for the what? I don't swing that way. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm not sure if I gave you that impression. Oh, right. Just keep him talking. And distracted. I got to do the plan. And he runs into the woods.
Okay. So, like, oh no. All right, I trust Ricardo. Unfortunately, I don't like. Again, and it's not that I'm entertaining the idea, but like from a logistic standpoint, there's a notable size difference between the two of us.
He starts to swing at you with his hand. With his big oak tree, like, thickness hand. It's just taking a swipe at you. This is, if you're gonna try to roll to kick some ass, this is the moment.
Okay, I guess I am.
Ooh.
I got a 3. I'm gonna use a luck point.
Ooh, nice.
Cool.
This is not a good time to fail.
Yeah, cool. You, this kicks, you can completely avoid all harm. All hunters involved get +1 forward. Suffer no harm at all. Your attack inflicts double damage, the normal harm, or your attack drives the enemy in a route.
Away
in a route, yeah.
Okay, so as she swings, she's gonna take the damage, but as she just like panics, she throws the knife up, aiming for one of his eyes.
The knife sticks into the demon's eye, and the swing goes a little wonky, goes a little low. And he kind of cuts a path through, not like cut, but like swipes your ankles, knocking you to the pond floor. And as he doubles back with his eye, backing up.
How much harm do I take?
You take 2 harm.
Okay. Ow.
You have you have the capacity to take 7 harm in total, correct?
Yes.
Okay, just double checking.
Harm, you die.
At 7 harm, you die. Okay, just making sure.
Yes.
As he doubles back.
Dying.
He doubles back so that the portal to the realm of the demons is in front of him, and you can hear the kind of spectators going on. They're cheering and they're going and they're not. They're talking.
We can't win, but we can disable him.
An old
Please.
bad tongue. You see one of the other demons try to crawl out of the hole and join the fight, but Vigil, with his hand over his eye, oozing this kind of, the blood is evaporating, like as soon as it hits contact with the material air, and he sees that his demon underling is trying to also join in the fight. But he kind of stomps on its head, keeping it down in the portal, and says, "No, this is my world to conquer alone. You will come when you are invited." And he charges towards the 2 of you. The 4 of you. 5 of you. Yes, 4 humans and a dog.
Ricardo ran off into the woods.
Ricardo ran off into the woods, yes. Rose, you notice that within the woods you see a series of glowing lights that you recognize as magic. But the demon is now charging at you.
Yes, I restrain his
baby?
feet.
That's a use magic
never
roll?
mind.
Or,
Yeah.
Cool.
14 to use a earth wall, which has forceful restraining as its tags. So yeah.
Gotcha. You let's see. pen. We're going to draw a shape. You
That's
erect.
one harm? Yeah.
Yeah, you erect a wall. Boom. Wall erected. Listen, I'm so sorry that I gave this battle sexual undertones. So
I really got mad fast.
the demon charges and he runs into this wall. He runs in the wall. He takes it was one harm, you said?
Yes.
Takes the one harm and actually busts through it, but it completely kills his momentum. Freaking stop it!
I'm sorry.
Jeez! His momentum has stopped, but he is going. But he does lash out with another arm attack, knocking Goldie off to the side, launching him skating across the ground and into a nearby pillar.
Okay, honestly, Goldie can get hurt. Mona's not gonna try to protect Goldie. Yeah, he's a pretty durable fella, I think. Also, I don't know this, but Mona doesn't know this. Canonically, still alive in the future.
This
or
is
at least
true.
DJ knows about him because he was in the lost episode.
This is true.
So he has to at least be vaguely alive.
Vaguely alive.
All right, maybe he's also a demon. Anyway,
Who knows?
demons all the way down. All right, maybe we run. And she tries to stand back up.
Ricardo didn't
We should aim
tell
for the
us
other
what
eye.
to do.
All right, well,
You guys make some headway. And DJ pulls out 2 guns and just starts blasting.
I'm sorry, whom?
Not DJ, Dom Senior. Dominic pulls out 2 guns and just starts blasting.
Anyway, then I started blasting.
Anyway, I started blasting.
I fired and I missed, and I missed both times.
Shh. Act under
Fired
pressure.
and I missed. Okay, yeah, that seems like the right thing to do. 10. 9 plus 1.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you guys managed to duck into the woods, and you see, and you guys that managed to duck into the woods, and you see Ricardo just in a pattern that is kind of incomprehensible to the both of you, just kind of darting around, touching trees, and wherever he touches, let me draw this symbol. A freehand. No, wait. Yeah. This symbol appears wherever he touches the trees. And he's just darting around randomly, just pressing these. And he makes eye contact with you, Rose, and says, "Yeah, this you other trees, please."
Okay, and I start placing
Doing
it
that.
on.
Wait.
Yes.
Do you know if Tom has the hot sauce?
Dom, do you have hot sauce?
Dom,
That's the guy firing gun.
Dom is kind of anyone else play League of Legends? He's kind of doing a Lucian alt
Yeah.
in a one direction.
Gotcha.
Lucian alt
Gotcha.
in one direction. He's like, "What, bro? You know me too good. I always have hot sauce on me." That is awesome! Great, fantastic news. We are going to need that later.
Do we? Okay, we don't need it right now.
Not right. No, in a minute. In a minute. Where's Goldie?
Goldie's against that pillar over there.
Is he knocked out?
Yes.
Good.
Does he
Maybe.
look knocked out? Okay, good. Maybe.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't. Okay. Yeah. Well, you've spoken into existence. Good job, Russ. That's improv. That's improvisation as a weapon.
Heck yeah, dude.
Say it confidently enough, and Goon will yes and.
Yeah. You see that Dom, like a couple of paces into his Lucian alt, is now like, you've been counting his bullets as Mona does, because she's very intelligent and really cares about the ammo count of the person that she loves. She knows that she knows that he's quickly running out of bullets. Roll to protect your boyfriend.
Aw.
All right. That seems like a good thing to do. It's plus tough, yeah.
Yeah, plus stuff.
12. I got a crit.
You, cool. What do you do? to either, I'm gonna say your options are to choose to
all impending danger is now focused on me. So I'm not gonna deal any damage.
You take the
I'm gonna
aggro.
Throw another knife to get the demon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the demon's attention.
You redirect the aggro of the demon. You're kind of World of Warcrafting this a little bit, and I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It gets hit by the blunt end of the knife.
I go to the other ankle knife. It just bonks off of him and it gets his
Just
attention.
bonks off.
Hit me with your best shot, man.
Yeah,
Dude,
and
whatever people said in the 90s.
yeah, dude. That's not you. I keep drawing when I don't mean to. So I don't have a thing for. I don't have an icon for Dom. This is something that a good game master would have prepared for, but I'm not a good game master, so we're just gonna say that this caster icon here is Dom.
You could just put DJ down and father and son.
Yeah.
I know DJ's not here.
I know that you know the DJ's not here. That caster's dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so
And then Rose's off-putting markings on trees.
Off-putting markings on
we're
trees.
Just kiting.
Kiting,
We're just
yeah.
kiting the enemy back and forth.
And then I have a icon for Goldie in a minute. I don't have an icon for Goldie now, but for all intents and purposes, Goldie is like right here. That box that I just made.
Okay.
All right, hit me with your best shot. She shouts at the demon.
The demon
As hopefully
just kind of
figures out something else to do.
Yeah. Monster moves. Dang it. I can't choose which one to do. These are all really good monster moves. Freaking... I already did destroy something, Brain. Stop going back to that one.
Well, he's a demon. Destroy more.
Destroy more. So what he's gonna do is, on his way of being... Stop drawing squares! Don't want to destroy
You know you want to draw squares.
Dang it!
He's gone. We did it. We defeated him.
He turned invisible for a second.
Oh, that's actually worse.
Yeah, I know it's worse. That's why. That's not.
I can't imagine a guy like this doesn't leave footprints in the ground. Oh, he shrunk. We're even better.
Shut up! Stop! So he is coming this way, and he grabs. He like the battle in the Sword in the Stone.
Yes, exactly.
I became a germ. He picks up this this freaking draw good X. Picks up this boulder here, and yeets it at you, Mona. X under pressure.
All right. Okay. I suppose I will. That is a 7 + 1, 8.
That's an 8. Keeper's going to give you a worse outcome, a hard choice, or a price to pay. You see, as he picks up the boulder, you actually catch a glimpse of Ricardo actually ducking behind you to get to the other side of the woods, on the other side of the clearing.
I'm willing to propose something for you as my worst outcome.
Pitch!
In the goal of trying to dodge out of the way, I drop my glasses and they break because, as you know, I can't see anything without my glasses.
Oh no!
I was gonna say, you can successfully take no harm from this boulder, you can either take no harm from this boulder, or take some harm and make sure that Ricardo gets to the other side of the woods safely.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I want Ricardo to get through safely, so give me the harm, I suppose.
So cool. You put a G for Goldie. I just noticed that. Thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ricardo's darting behind you, and you see him wind up the boulder. And so you kind of slow down your walk just a little bit, just so that there's some more space between you and Ricardo. And you try to like switch direction really fast, to dodge and successfully like make sure the lead is off for them as well, so that they can't lead the shot properly. Is what I'm trying to say. I just couldn't get the terminology out of my mouth fast enough.
I gotcha.
And you take 1 harm as the
Okay, I'm
as the
barely
boulder
not unstable.
as the boulder kind of rolls past you and kind of clips your feet. Your feet are taking a lot of punishment today.
That's okay. I don't like that wording at all. Actually, never mind. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna keep keeping this guy distracted. So I'm gonna.
You hear.
I guess I don't have. Yeah.
You hear on the other side of the pond, Dom is shaking Goldie. He says, "Come on, Goldie! You gotta get up and you gotta get out of here, old man!" He slaps him across the face. Goldie wakes up, just kind of dazed a little bit, and he feels the back of his head, and his fingers come back, and there's this. It's not blood. Well, it is technically blood, but it's got these shimmering golden flakes in the thick fluid, and this jovial round old man, his almost perpetual warm welcoming smile melts away into a scowl of fierce and utter rage as he stands defiantly and starts to march towards the demon, and he says, You foul, loathsome, pestilous, wretched, odorous,
That is
filthy thing!
He's got a great thesaurus at home. Shit.
How dare you come to this world? How dare you meddle with these poor, innocent, beautiful creatures? These creatures responsible for trains. Do you have any?
It's got a lot of trains.
Can you please let me finish? I've been practicing this speech for a week, alright? How dare you mess with these beautiful creatures? These beautiful, intelligent creatures responsible for trains. Do you have any idea how many trains I possess? And his form erupts from the old round man into a 50-story visage of a gold dragon.
The kaiju.
Oh, yeah, that's a kaiju, baby. This is a kaiju battle now. He's much bigger. I mean, I should probably make him... He's kind of a little smaller.
You could have gotten transparent images. Holy crap.
I wish I could have, but I couldn't find one.
I mean, just move him to the back. Just right click him and
there's
click
free
move to back.
tools to do that, right?
To
Yeah,
back?
that's fine. Yeah, just so our characters can
Okay.
Of this giant image. Yeah.
Gotcha. And it is at this point that the demon and the gold dragon just start... They get into this arm lock, and they're struggling back and forth. You hear from the other side of the woods a bated breath, and Ricardo is leaning up against a tree, and he just spews onto the ground. Rose, my love, now, go ahead and use magic for me.
Okay. No. I'm gonna use luck.
Okay, so use luck. So yeah, another luck point is spent, and all of the runes that you and Ricardo had planted on the trees, surrounding trees, along with a multitude of other runes that now appear on all of the stones around this area, start to glow as well. And what you do is you actually speak the true name of the rune that you had been carving around. The true name of the rune that comes, and it comes alive. The runes all shoot out, trailed by a glowing golden chain, and they find a similar mark a similar chain that originates from the other side of the pond, and they connect with each other, making this gigantic magical chain of gigantic magical web of holy chain. The dragon is able to pass through it no problem. Mona, Rose, Dom, Scoops, you all pass through these holy chains perfectly fine, but the demon is hindered. The demon is caught in this web. He's struggling, and he is uprooting some trees, but he is losing this battle now. It is at this point that Leo has returned to the central war room on the moon, and is now seeing this grand battle take place. It's surrounded by awestruck Worldwide Wizard Watch higher-ups.
Holy shit, what's going on here? Is that Godzilla?
That is a gold dragon.
No, I was talking about the other one.
Oh, that's a demon.
What a...
Regular demon. Not even a notable one.
That's a demon. It's all so...
Cool. Holy shit, that's fucking badass.
It's all so improbable. What do
you mean?
All these things coming together like this. It's all so... Scan him. Scan that one there, the scrawny one. The one who just vomited. Scan him. And you see a tech go over, and you see a circular runic sigil appear on the screen around Ricardo. Just certain parts of his body are lit up, and runes fly by. Some kind of like small description of all these little things. And finally, the runic circle lights up. It's a match. A match for... and what shows up on the screen is Matrix detected. This Ricardo fellow, he's got a very powerful Matrix. We must...
You mean like... Hold on. I gotta see if the Matrix was out right now.
But it was.
In 1990?
He explained Matrix.
It's 1999. Never mind.
Yeah.
But
did he explain Matrix?
He had explained to you that matrices are what are used to create magic items. He did not explain where matrices come from. He said that they were naturally occurring.
Okay, and what exactly does that mean for this?
It means that he... Well, I don't know exactly, but I have a hunch. It appears this matrix is such that he is able to accurately calculate and predict the future. It is extremely dangerous. His tone of voice doesn't sound concerned. It sounds almost covetous, the way that Dr. Splendify babbles on and on to his coworkers about the nature of Ricardo's matrix. It's something that Leo is fairly familiar with, being a bad man and surrounded by other bad men who are covetous about different things.
I'm sorry, I was reading something a little bit important. I didn't actually catch that last about 30 seconds.
No, that's cool.
I was distracted. My bad. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's just Leo recognizes how Leo recognizes game. Dr. Splendify is talking about Ricardo's matrix the way that Leo would talk about a Rolex that someone else has that he now has.
Oh, okay, I see. So you want his matrix? Is what I'm hearing?
Yes. Is there... Actually, you might be very useful. Once this is all over, I'm going to ask you for a favor.
Well, of course, as long as a favor is paid in kind, an arrangement, of course, can be made.
You do what I ask, and I won't let anyone know about that little talking stock skull in your pocket.
Right. Well, we'll have to have future business dealings, of course, to iron out the kinks. But yeah, sure, that sounds right.
Back on Earth, the saddle. Well, hold on. What we'll do up on the moon. There will be everyone in the war room is attention shifts from the epic kaiju battle on the ground to the falling satellite coming from on high as it now enters the atmosphere and starts to spark up and become more brilliant as it careens towards Trinity Peaks. It is nighttime, and the only light thus far has been the golden holy chains and the portal to Heck. But everyone now on Earth notices the third light source, which is the falling satellite. And Ricardo, after vomiting again, gets up and says, Goldie, my friend, back up, everyone back up, everyone back, everyone back up, everyone we act under pressure again. So many act under pressure rolls today.
Yeah, that's okay. We're under a lot of pressure right now. Fuck, another crit. 13. My rolls are on fire today.
Because wait, what did you roll, Rose?
I rolled a 4.
Okay. I was gonna say because you crit, I was gonna give you the opportunity to also save Scoops, but if you want, you can save Rose as well.
Yeah, so with my 13, I'm going to, I assume, like, Rose just, like, stumbles and falls or something. So, Mona rushes over to help pull her back and just kind of drags her a little bit.
You see also that Ricardo had sprinted to the awestruck brothers, DeVille, Scoops and Dom Sr., grabs them both by the collar and starts to shove them backwards into the woods. There is silence aside from the frustrated, slowly becoming paranoid screams of the demon Vigil as he yanks on the holy chains. There is the smell of sizzling demonic flesh and the rattling of the chains as he continues to strain. And at some point, before impact, he looks up into the sky and sees the satellite coming for him. Impossible. Why? No! What? No! Fuck! And everyone feels the earth shake. Goldie had taken off into the sky, so he is just flying over the scene. But the pond is now filled with the quickly evaporating blood of a demon. And as soon as the earth stops quaking, you can hear, you two ladies can hear Ricardo yelling at the brothers DeVille, dragging them once again. Get up, you two! It's your turn! Come on! But dude, the demon, yeah, he's dead. We need your help. Get the hot sauce out of your pocket. Come on! We need the brothers. It's a very delicate thing. Come on! And he drags the brothers DeVille over to the corner of the pond. Give me the hot sauce bottle. Give it. He unscrews the top and just kind of the whole contents of the hot sauce bottle into the pond. And Dom's like, dude, that's my Frank's Red Hot. And then Ricardo shoves the bottle back into his hand, slaps the cap back on it, twists it tight, opens the lid, and says, repeat after me. Scoops, get over here. Give me your paws. Paw, paw. Good boy. I'm not just a dog. I'm shut up. And he puts both hands, both hands, and both paws of the brothers DeVille down. They're kneeling at the side of the pond. It's now crimson red and now slightly zestier with the brilliant taste of Frank's Red Hot. Not sponsored, but I love them so much. And Ricardo says, repeat after me. Celium incantum, Celium incantum, infernum, infernum, Celium incantum, Celium incantum, infernum, infernum, Celium incantum, Celium incantum, Celium incantum, infernum, infernum, and slowly, drip by drip, the entire bloody contents of the demonic blood lake slowly and impossibly drains into the bottle of Frank's Red Hot until the whole pond is empty once again. The crack into the underworld is gone. And all that is left remains in the bottle. And it's at that point that Ricardo truly passes the fuck out. Along with the brothers DeVille, because they're really shaken. They've been yanked around and just breathing heavily on the ground and just wiped out. Up on the moon, there are various caps of various ages and cultures being thrown up into the air in celebration. They did it! Those Yankees did it! Jesus Christ! That was
freaking cool.
That was incredible!
Exchange. Holy crap. So, alright, what do you want me to do?
Oh, yes. How's the solar flare going? It has just passed. The solar flare is no longer there. It's a miracle. It's like everything. Everything is just happening. I cannot explain it. I can. Now.
Yeah.
Because you're a United States official, you're going to make this feel official. There is actually technically no legal precedent for me to take this man, Ricardo, away from his life. But you are going to make it happen. You're going to make it look official.
Black Baggins.
Yes, Black Baggins, Bam-Balam.
It's what you say when you make... It's what you say when you make somebody disappear off the face of the earth.
Good, absolutely.
They disappear into a black bag and are never seen again.
Absolutely. This way, come. And he leads you back into the central teleportation room, where all of the battalions of mages in their robes are all cracking open cold ones. Some champagne bottles are blasting out because they realized they didn't have to go to war against the demons and the endless hordes of hell today. And with a simple tap of his cane, Dr. Splendify and representative of Tennessee, Leo Jackson, teleport down to Trinity Peaks. And I was just gonna get rid of you and...
I'm gonna need 4 guys and a van with a sliding door and a black bag and maybe some handcuffs.
Very well. And they kind of apport in next to you, and you, after like a couple of minutes, you all pile into the van and start driving towards Trinity High. Go Timberwolves. Go Timberwolves. What do you guys talk about in the aftermath, my dudes?
High five. We did it, I guess.
Yeah, high five.
You guys are incredible.
Let's make sure the boys are okay.
Yeah, everyone's all passed out and breathing heavily.
All right, I guess we'll drag him to the van unless you got some sort of levitation magic you haven't told me about.
Yeah, I can levitate them.
Okay, that seems easier.
Oh, leave them to me, says Goldie Gold, and he kind of picks up all 3 of them. Because he's got ridiculous dragon strength.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Guys, you pats Goldie on the back.
No, it's absolutely nothing. There is the matter of the head wound that I have, but that'll be fine.
We're all a little wounded. Back at our, I don't know why I've had this assumption that Rose and Mona just have an apartment together because she doesn't have Baba Yaga house yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
I love them
I
being
technically haven't-
roomies.
Yeah, and they were roommates.
And they were
I
roommates.
have an infirmary back at my apartment if you want to stop by, I guess.
Oh, yes, yes.
Because I technically Mona has DJ's haven, so.
You guys are making your way to the van that's parked in, I would assume, the back parking lot of Trinity High Go Timberwolves. When a black van rolls up. And Rose recognizes Dr. Splendify, and you guys see a very official-looking. What color is Mr. Jackson's suit? You're muted.
Muted.
My bad.
love you.
Thank you. Anyway, his suit is probably a black with a red tie, and he's got leather black gloves on, and he's probably wearing a black, like
Aviators?
just a face covering.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe like a face covering with sunglasses on and a hat that says FBI on the top. It's badly stitched. It's a knockoff. It's from a sweatshop in China.
So yeah, Rose, you recognize Dr. Splendify. Everyone else is just nondescript, black
Mona's
wearing.
gonna double tap her glasses to try to see underneath that mask.
Underneath the mask
Three of
is.
these.
Underneath the mask
Dude,
is. How politically conscious do you think Mona is?
I think I mean, if she knows satellites, I assume she tries to really understand the world around her. So maybe.
Actually,
I'm willing to roll for it. If you want to roll like a sharp check, a generic sharp check or something for your experience. That seems like the fairest way to go about it.
I think this would be. No, the questions here. Well, I mean, investigate a mystery. If you get anyone, you could do what is being concealed here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a
Plus
7
sharp.
plus 3, 10.
Hold 2. What is being concealed here? What is being concealed here is
Representative from Tennessee.
Representative of Tennessee, Leo Jackson, along with a lot of black-robed, clearly mages, because she knows that Rose is a mage. So she recognizes
glasses are a magic item. So.
Right. She recognizes how mages dress underneath what is essentially a magical Black Ops unit.
All right. I guess what was it gonna do? I trying to get insight on why
they're here to. They are.
You don't have to give me an exact answer, but
they are here to get a statement.
Okay.
Dr. Splendify. Dr. Splendify walks up to Rose and says, "Hello, Rose. Congratulations on that. That was absolutely splendiferous. Absolutely stupefying. Oh, absolutely. Oh, yes, we were ready with battalions and battalions of mages, but a solar flare messed with the electromagnetic, and then everyone else in the conversation is just kind of like this kind of weird, just lapse in wah 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 wah. But Rose understands it, and then that's why we couldn't send the battalions. But you guys managed to stop the entire demon incursion right here. Absolutely incredible. How did you do it?
Couldn't have been here a day ago before the solar flares got bad. You had to wait until the last minute?
We didn't see the incursion start to swirl until... When was it? It was the 3:30 at night.
Ricardo saw it. He doesn't have a surveillance system.
Who is
He's
Ricardo?
known about this for like a week. We dealt
She
with...
gestures to Ricardo.
Well...
You're supposed to be an intelligence agency, and you didn't see this coming?
We definitely tried to see it coming. We clearly, are in need of some new, very talented blood. Ricardo, and he kind of taps, Ricardo's sleepy, unconscious face. Ricardo, hello.
He's very tired.
You know,
don't worry. Me and my team will take care of him. Hi there, Deputy Deputy Chief Jackson.
That's almost
No?
all a lie.
No, that's a lie. He is not a deputy chief.
His last name is Jackson.
I go, Jackson, you seem a bit out of your element. You're clearly not a mage, and you're clearly out of jurisdiction.
And that's clearly none of your business. Now I will be taking my client if you don't mind. And he goes, boys, bag him.
And the
Now,
mages.
Are you sure you should be doing that?
As you try and stop him, he draws a gun and points it in your face.
She name dropped it. That was what that was what the point I was making.
Right up in front of us.
There is a gun in your face, and his men are already going to get him.
I see.
It is a very swift and well-organized operation that takes Ricardo from your possession and into the black van, never truly to be seen until our heroes take their fateful trip to the moon. It's at this point that everyone's vision goes... all of our heroes' vision goes red as the magic slowly dissipates from their bodies, evaporating through their pores in a thin red mist as they find themselves back in the impossibly subterranean laboratory of Miss Rose Martin Lashkey, face down and drooling on these magical character sheets. Yes, Noodle.
Is my harm recovered since this is a different character?
Yes.
Or do I have to live with 3
Your harm is recovered. Psychologically, no, not recovered though.
Oh, it's worse than ever.
You see that your father has reverted from the full demon form, a demon form that you now recognize as the form of Vigil.
Vigil from the Ville.
From Frater Vigil to Dominic Deville. That's the demon's full name is Frater Frater space Vigil. It's Latin.
Vigil.
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 Justice wakes up and goes, "Holy shit, my dad was an asshole."
Your father? Your
Was
dad?
Your father's a representative from Tennessee? Wrong voice. Your father's a representative from Tennessee?
I
You
guess
weren't
so.
Scoops? Well, hold on. You were supposed to be
actually-
Scoops.
No, actually, somehow I ended up on the moon as my dad. And I have some wonderful information for us, but holy crap, was he a terrible person.
Of course, blood magic, bloodlines. Of course, you would be your father. Why didn't I think of that? You were on the moon and you saw the incident from that perspective.
Yes.
Do you know why they took Ricardo?
Well, kind of, yeah. So there's these things people have called matrices, kind of like that movie that was released in 1999, but not quite. It's just only a lack in name. So what I got from it
Well, like
was
the mathematical function.
I don't exactly know what a matrix is. I just know that he had a very strong one, and they wanted it.
Oh.
And so Dr. Splendify blackmailed my father to basically go down there, put a black bag over his head, and make him never seen again.
Did I miss it? Was it actually blackmail? TJ
yes.
would know if that's a lie.
Yes,
okay,
it was
I
blackmail.
just missed the line for some reason I just didn't hear the line that made it blackmail. But that was my
At
bad.
some point last session, he had stolen from the Worldwide Wizard Watch, and Splendify knew about it.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I did hear that. My brain just didn't connect it. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool. So Mona recognized him. So I don't know if she knew he was under blackmail. But I have a decent guess on where my mom could be now.
What, on the moon?
No, in Tennessee.
Oh, okay. Well, something,
I would have seen her at
Tennessee.
the moon. This is not the time, Justice.
I'm sorry. We just came out of like a 3-hour fever dream in where I played my father, and
I was my mom.
Did an astonishingly good job at tricking the people of the Worldwide Wizard Watch and just fucking with their staff, and apparently spoke to Neil deGrasse Tyson before.
That seems entirely unlikely.
It wasn't.
So did everything that we just watched happen.
You can tell DJ that is not a lie. He did speak to
Yeah,
to
no.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah. He's not lying. I say out loud.
So,
all
yeah.
right.
Shit. Well, I guess we have a lot more information to work with now.
Yes. I have to ask another favor of you kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure.
You've already been through so much on my behalf, and I feel I feel terrible for even bringing this up so soon. But would you three be interested in helping me break into the moon?
Yes.
Oh,
as
you
a
have
matter
no
of
idea,
fact-
sister.
No, oh, I'm sorry. No, we have no interest in that. And I write down on a piece of paper, meet me in my bedroom, we'll talk about this. Yes, no, it's not a sexual.
At this point that you all... Oh, okay, Window's gone for a second.
Yeah, well, wait till she does that.
Just give it a sec.
I added one thing to the relationship bubble.
Roommates. Yeah, the old team conspiracy board. Heck yeah.
They were roommates.
They were roommates.
And they were roommates.
When is Window coming back? Ah!
I don't know. I think maybe her power went out or something.
There she is!
there.
Come on
Alright.
back
Window.
to the show. Window Goblin. Cool. So at this point,
Well,
you all hear a long, just kind of extremely hungover sounding groan from the other side of the room, and you.
Hey, Dad.
But he's up on this big slab, and he's got chains, and he's in like a tattered loincloth, and he's like waking up, and he's like, another one of these, Street, another one of these, eh? Oh my God, my son's here! Oh my God! Oh, that's my this is not what you think it is.
I don't know what is
No,
it.
Actually,
yeah,
Dom,
it's not.
it's it's also not what you think it is or ever was.
Actually, it actually is exactly what I think it is, because I saw it happen.
Yeah.
This is what's going on?
Well, I don't. Who wants to tell him? I don't want to be the one to do
It's
that.
not. Absolutely not. I put my finger on my nose.
Oh.
I'll explain to you. I'll explain to you. You kids can run along. Did we do things in front of my son? We haven't.
No.
We
Well,
have.
No,
Not those
believe me,
things.
you guys didn't do anything. Otherwise, I wouldn't be fucking present here. You're my boss.
Yeah,
You're like
hence
that.
my concern. Hence my concern.
Hey, Juniper is
Put some damn clothes on.
lady, I guess.
I'm
I don't know why Juniper-
chained to a gigantic slab a la Frankenstein. Can I come down now?
Actually, you're thinking about Frankenstein's monster.
Shut up.
Or, I mean, in the book he goes by Adam, but, whatever you want to call him. Anyways, DJ leaves the room after correcting his dad, which is a great
Yeah, I suppose
feeling.
so. I guess I'm gonna go for a drive and talk to the Jackson 5.
Do you want to have a movie night, Juniper?
Yeah, I'd love that. Yes, let's go. watch
Okay, okay. I think we did take one vehicle here, so we
Y'all did take one vehicle, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because you had me drive for some reason.
Yeah.
It's because Justice wanted to smoke weed. He was depressed for a second.
Gotcha. Now it's my turn. I go.
Heck yeah.
Justice, you're driving.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Easy.
So I imagine Justice drops DJ and Juniper off at either Casa de Ville or the recently pilfered
Definitely
House
Jacksonville.
Martin.
It should almost always be Casa de Ville. I don't think we want to spend too much time in.
And
the
then
House Martin.
he'll go and park the van in the back and go and get into the Shelby.
Getting into Shelby.
Get into the Shelby, you know how it is, and then vroom vroom vroom. Oh, he's just gonna go on speeding mountain paths for a bit.
Oh, heck,
That was a
heck
lot of
yeah, dude.
information.
And
Yeah.
we return to present when the Jackson 5 are assembled. Where are y'all assembling?
Probably, you know what? Probably the freezer, the walk-in freezer. I think that's just our go-to place at this point. We've it's barely even a freezer anymore. It's like still cold in there, but we turned over all the buckets of marinara sauce and just made a table with like a bunch of pizza boxes all across, and it's like terrible, but it works.
It's past closing time, so you don't have to worry about nobody or nothing.
And I think Justice has definitely invited DJ and Juniper to join.
Okay. All right.
So Justice will walk in with them behind him, or maybe in front of him. I don't know, whichever seems like a greater power move.
I think us entering first would be more of a confusing move if you're not there first. So I think it would be more of a power move to have Jimmy behind us.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's just I don't think it matters that much, but
Jackson 5. Glad to see y'all. I recently received some wonderful information that'll help us in our biggest score yet.
That's awesome, says Connor.
Alright, so here's the sitch. And wait, before we do, we should make sure that there's no nothing in this room that can, you know, what I'm saying.
Why don't we have this conversation in my room where we know it's safe?
Simon is delighted to see someone else's
Never
room
mind.
for a change.
Nope. Actually, I've changed my mind.
And that's exactly what I was trying to say, DJ.
I go ahead. I don't have glasses anymore. I reach into my bag and put my hand on Goody Faith, and I look around the walls to see if there's any tracking devices inside the walls.
Any bugs or something that
'Cause I can see through.
we don't
through
want
stuff.
wizards listening to us. Juniper, is there any way you can work
Juniper,
this
did you
out?
leave your hat in the oubliette?
Yeah, I can put up some wording.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Those precautions are made and set.
Okay.
Sufficient.
Well, now that that's all decided, I have a way to get us into the World's Wide Wizard Watch and the moon so that we can pilfer it of its goodies. So, in Huntington, West Virginia, there lies a portal that is usually, I don't know if it's constantly visible. I assume this is more things that we'll have to find out with more investigating. But the situation is that
Simon
there's
is
a
on
portal
it.
that opens up. There's a portal that opens up in Huntington, West Virginia, that pretty much teleports directly into a storage room for the moon. And there's not like the good stuff isn't inside, but man, did I see some good stuff when I went into their magic vault, vicariously through visions of another. And
You losing to me? This is Kira.
I talked to the Baba Yaga for a bit, and we got.
Sure.
Magic.
Yeah. Sure. Baba Yaga. I'm just gonna take that all with a grain of salt. And keep talking.
There's a werewolf
Okay.
amongst us. Why is
Oh.
that surprising?
What?
Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Anyway, so
I did not know that she didn't know. So
yeah, I saw things in there like the wizards have Excalibur, the Excalibur from Arthurian
Sword
legend.
in the stone.
The sword
If-
no longer in the stone.
If Connor had his tail, it would be wagging.
Fished it out of the lake. They fished it out of the lake.
I can only assume they
That's
did. Yes,
rude.
they have Zeus's crown.
So
I don't
it's
know
the
how it
wreath,
does.
but yeah.
Wreath, whatever. Yeah, I'm not well versed on my Greek mythology, Kira, or Simon, whichever one that said that.
Yes.
They have all these amazing artifacts that, well, I'm just saying they could be certainly put to better use in our hands.
Oh, that's for sure. Amelia is just like miming throwing thunderbolts at like various objects around the room. Just you can see the manic explosion, obsessed energy in her eyes.
Now, you may be wondering how we're gonna get in. Well, I would like to introduce you. If I've already done so formally, but even more formally, this is Juniper, of a trainee, I suppose, of the Great Wide Wizard Watch, with connections inside. And this is DJ. DJ is a fucking prodigy.
Thanks, man.
I mean, dude, you can tell when people are lying, and you can like.
Okay, you know what? Fine, we've shared enough secrets in the room. Yeah, I can tell when people are lying.
I mean, hey, we have to trust each other as a whole.
Yeah, you know what?
You gotta understand,
You know what? You're right.
if you guys want to work with the Jackson 5, then
I can see through walls and tell when people are lying. Those are my powers.
Okay. All right. You know what? I'm taking a metric cartridge of salt right now.
You're welcome to put either of those to the test. We don't have time for skepticism. Go. I just gotta get really close.
Do I need to like do something?
No.
Truth and a lie.
She holds a hand. She
I
holds
won,
a hand.
$800.
Kira holds a hand behind her back, and she says, "What finger am I holding up?"
Before I even activate the power, I'm gonna guess it's the middle one. Yeah, did I get you good? Yeah, gotcha.
You got me.
Cool.
She says,
"Grab goody face." I just see.
"Okay, lucky guess." She kind of shifts her shoulders a little bit. Now, which finger am I holding up?
Okay, now I put my hand in my bag, grab goody face, and go to it. And I guess I look through her.
She's still holding up the middle finger.
It's the middle one.
Okay. Now which finger am I holding up? It's still the middle finger.
Turn off the power. Yeah. You haven't changed it.
Fine.
You
can
fine.
Fine, you can see. Okay,
Yes,
what's
very talented individuals.
one more time. What does Amelia have in her pocket?
Fuck. Okay. Well, I fucking turn the power on and I hate I'm about to say the sentence, but I look through Amelia's pants.
Amelia
I'll also mention what underwear color she's wearing.
Amelia doesn't have anything in any of the 15 pockets that her Jinko jeans have. What she does actually have on her person, below the belt, is a wrench duct taped to her thigh.
Okay, and just again for added flair, what color underwear does she have?
I'm gross.
You can say a color. Yeah, I'm not. I can see there.
I know, but that doesn't mean I have to say what you see.
Okay, fair
That's
enough.
not the question.
She has nothing in her pockets, but she has a wrench duct taped to her thigh.
Zip! Spooky! Okay, fine, yeah, you can
Are we
see.
done?
Yeah.
Do you want to test the lying thing? Do you want to do that too? Or do
No,
are we done
no.
wasting time?
No, I've seen you in action. I can tell when.
Cool.
You're good. You're good. I can tell you can tell when people are lying.
Okay. Thanks.
And
Cool.
this chick here can do magic.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Okay.
That's crazy.
But we already know that.
We already knew that. And Kira kind of gives you Juniper a wink.
Oh.
Oh.
She walks over to the both of you and puts her hand on both of your shoulders and says, "Welcome to the Jackson 5. I guess you're..."
It's no longer fine.
Shut up.
Honorary members.
Honorary members. Which means honorarily, your family. And so, you're gonna be expected to do some things for the good of the family. Now that I've put my trust in you, if you ever betray that trust, it's not going to be good. This is no lie. It's not going to be good.
Okay.
And that's where we're going to end today's episode of Daddy's Dungeon ES Pizza. I of course have been your keeper. It's time for end of session. Did we conclude the current mystery? Yes, we diddly did.
Yes.
we finished our Assassin's Creed arc of 2 episodes. Did we save someone from certain death or worse? Absolutely. Saved the whole world from demons, even if it was vicariously through the memory of our relatives. Did we learn something new did we learn something new or important about the world? I would say so.
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah,
so much about the
there's,
world.
Demons, and they can come to Earth.
And they're horny. Did we learn something new or important about one of the hunters?
Jackson descends from a senator.
Well, we learned that last time.
Representative.
Representative.
Whatever.
I don't.
There's a portal to moon.
There's the portal to the moon?
What ones are hunters? That's world. My bad.
Right, yeah.
About the hunters. Not really, but we already got 3.
We got 3, so... the Mark 2 experience, guys.
Alright, I get my first advanced improvement.
Cool. What are your guys' pitches for this week's Patreon? Right? If you want to join, support our Say a Little show, go to patreon.com/daddy'sdungeondnd to see all the Patreon art. I've been making a piece of art for each episode. And we've recently started doing this thing where each person gets a pitch and that will be put into a poll that'll go live tomorrow after the video is done premiering on YouTube. So, who's got a pitch, baby?
Dominic Senior Old Town. Gun alt.
Oh, gun alt, yeah.
I
Dom
think
Senior gun alt, yeah.
Leo Jackson kidnapping Ricardo and
Blackbagging Ricardo, yeah.
Like
Blackbagging
gun to
Ricardo.
Mona's head.
With a gun to Mona's head, yeah.
Black bag Ricardo.
I like the.
Okay, so Dominic drive by, black bag Ricardo, and then
gold chains on the demon.
Demon 2 chains. No, gold chain on the demon. Those are good. That's good stuff. It's good stuff. I'll make all really good suggestions for this week's Patreon art. Please pledge $5 to join the sexy people at the bottom of your screen. People like the Green Otter and Nicole and Kelvin and Window and Rylan and Joseph Lessier. The Sewers? I don't know how to pronounce that last name, I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure you're sexy, so it's fine. If you want to join those sexy people, it's $5 a month. You get access to all the Patreon art of not this campaign, but also the last campaign. All the Beastmasters stuff that I did, all the character bios for them as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. I, of course, have been your Keeper Goon. And there is hard, irrefutable evidence. So you don't really need to take me to court. You can just send me off to jail. Playing our flake, a.k.a. DJ, has been the Noodledoodler.
I stopped paying my lawyer, so please don't take me to court.
And then we got playing DJ, our Crooked, has been smokytheblaze.
That's justice, but yes. And I don't actually have a lawyer, so
it's the J names.
Just don't.
Yeah, Justice, the Crooked, smokytheblaze. And finally playing Juniper, our spellcaster, has been the Windowgoblin.
I have never needed a lawyer, but I'm sure my parents have one on retainer if I ever need one.
Oh my god. Thank you guys again so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. And as always, who is your daddy?
His name's Leonard Jackson. He's kind of an asshole.
Yeah, what a misogynistic
Yeah,
loser.
Dominic Senior.
Dom Senior, he seemed like he was a cool guy. He was into.
He's pretty neat.
I mean,
Do you think I gave Frank's Red Hot enough free publicity?